YTBC. This is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison, and in this video, I'm gonna take the time to deal with a couple of situations. I'm gonna take the time to deal with this because I dropped a work of art. I dropped a work of art, and I tried to explain to y'all. I tried to tell a lot of these fanboys. I tried to tell them. I said that the reason why this Canelo Triple G fight won't happen is gonna be because of Oscar De La Fishnet Homo, and I tried to tell y'all this. But what did y'all do? Y'all didn't listen. You know what y'all did? Y'all start crying, y'all start complaining, y'all start whining, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Coach, you don't know what you're saying. You know, this is some of the stuff that you fanboys have got accustomed to doing. And I understand. And so I'm going to take the time to address all that. People, Oscar De La Hoya has a pattern, okay? If you just sat back and if you just listen, and that's what I've been doing, just sitting back, Oscar De La Hoya will always tell the truth on his own self. He does. Oscar will tell the truth on himself. Every single time you see an interview, it'll pop up, and you just wait long enough. It might be a couple of months, it might even be a year. But if you just wait long enough, Oscar De La Hoya will tell you the truth. He'll tell you that he'll tell on his own self. Oscar will tell it. Because what he'll do, he's gonna admit that he don't want Canelo to fight Triple G. He already shown us he don't. Okay? See, I don't blame Canelo. I don't even believe for 1 second that Canelo don't want to fight this guy. I think Canelo want him. I think Canelo want him bad. But I think Oscar is telling Canelo, look, man, we need to take a voluntary fight before we fight Triple G. Or listen, let's take 2 or 3 fights before we fight Triple G. Because what Oscar is going to try to do, he's going to try to wait till Triple G ages, okay? He's going to want to fight Triple G when Triple G is about 35. I'm trying to tell y'all. And at 35, that's that age, man. That's the age that any man, the testosterone levels begin to drop significantly. People, I'm educating y'all. The testosterone levels drop a whole lot at 35. And when you hit 35, a lot of your athleticism is just not there. You still may have some of it. You have a majority of it where people can't tell. But your testosterone levels are going to drop as a man. And people, I don't know if Oscar knows this, but 35 is that magic age where you're aging. You've officially aged, okay? You have. At 34, the testosterone levels are still pretty high. You can still get it done, but it's something about the age of 35 that the body don't like. And that's just the way that is. But Oscar gonna tell on himself. It ain't Canelo. I can promise you, Canelo Alvarez really want this fight. I promise y'all. Because I've been studying Canelo. See, Canelo has always gone against the grain. He's always gone against the grain. What Oscar wants, he's always went against Oscar. Anytime Oscar has ever suggested Canelo not do something, Canelo will go do it. And I guarantee you, the fans are gonna put pressure on Canelo to fight Triple G. The fans are gonna do it, and and Canelo gonna get tired of it. And Canelo is going to tell Oscar De La Hoya, he gonna say, look, Fishnet, forget you. I'm gonna get in this ring and I'm gonna fight, and that's just the way that is. That's what Oscar De La Hoya is gonna tell. I mean, dang it, that's what Canelo is gonna tell Oscar De La Hoya. He gonna tell him that point blank. And what is Oscar gonna do? He can't do nothing but concede. He can't do anything but concede, like pretty much. Cause what he gonna tell Canelo no? Then Canelo will just leave and go somewhere else. That's what he'll do. So I think Canelo gonna say I want Triple G. Now here's the thing. We have a lot of fanboys. We got a lot of fanboys, and and I'm gonna tell you what they think. They seem to think that Canelo and Triple G are gonna fight in September at 157. Okay. Now here's my thought on that. The only way that fight gonna happen is if what I just described to you happened. If Canelo put his foot down and pretty much tell Oscar De La Hoya that the fight need to happen. I don't think the fight will happen in September. Maybe the closest that the fight will get to maybe next May. Now if it happens in September, then Canelo got smart a little bit faster because Canelo waited almost a whole year to fight Laura, and finally he got tired of the fans just telling him that he was a coward. And I think it's gonna probably take that. It may not be September. It may even be next May when they try to fight Triple G. That's what I'm thinking, okay? Because Canelo gonna get sick and tired of these fans telling him that you're scared of Triple G. That's where I predicted. If it happens in September, I would like to see it happen in May, this May or this September. I would love that. But I just don't. I think Oscar's going to prevent that. He's going to tell Canelo, look, I got a couple of easy big money fights for you. Take these 2 fights first. That's what he's going to tell him. And then he's going to try to figure out a way when it's time to fight Triple G. Oscar De La Hoya is going to try to figure out a way to try to get it to where Canelo won't fight him. I'm trying to tell you, but Canelo ain't having it. Watch what I tell y'all. Just sit back and listen, okay? Now, I got to address I just got to address some fanboys. I'm not going to say their name, especially just one in particular. I'm not going to say his name. But, he kind of just comes on the channel, and we know that this guy need to just go ahead and come out and say that he racist. He just need to say it. Listen, It's okay. We can't be the judge, jury, and executioner. Only God is, okay? And if you don't know who I'm talking about, let me describe him. He's got a square head. He's got a head shaped like a square. He's got a haircut. The top of his head looks like an eraser. Okay? Looks like an eraser. Like he got like a slanted eraser haircut. He looked like somebody put gel and pissed on top of his head. Okay? He got this like drunk look. He looked like he done slobbed and pissed on himself all night long, and he just looked like he woke up in a pile of his own piss. And that's the way he looked, guys. I'm not trying. That's how he looked, okay? And sometimes he will have a dog, a big full-grown dog, come into the video and lick him across the face. Now this dog, to me, here's the theory why the dog will lick this gentleman in his face. I think the dog is trying to get that testicle smell off of his breath by licking this man in the face. I think that's what it is, okay? Listen, don't you get butthurt over that. That's just my opinion, okay? But I understand where the troll comes from. Because, see, this particular troll, I honestly think this guy, he's boring. I mean, there's no other way to put it around this guy. This guy's boring, okay? Sir, your content is boring. Like, I think you have maybe a good understanding of boxing. Like, I think you know boxing some, but I just think you're so boring and monotone that people don't really want to get at you like that. Because you try to say, well, you got a channel like Travis Gotti. Well, golly, I can tell you now that people that subscribe to me and Gotti will say that we don't have the same channel. So you can miss me with that one. They'll say that. We don't have the same channel. I mean, the guy's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. But I think that the problem is you're not very good at this. Let's put this in perspective. You're not very good at this. And I'm just going to tell you like it is. Okay? You're really not made to do this YTB. You're not made to do the video thing. I mean, I think maybe like you write a good blog or something, maybe people would buy into that. But this video thing, dude, it's not you. Okay? I mean, Jay Sewell ain't been making videos that long, and this Jay Sewell better than you at this. He ain't even been making videos that long. Ticket TV better than you at this. John Boxing only come on YouTube once a month, and he better than you at this. Like, seriously, man. Seriously, people, I can't take you seriously. Nobody can take you seriously. It's actually comical when you drop a video. YTBC West Africa. I mean, he bet at you. It's like all these channels that I'm describing, they have different things. Their channels are different. They're very different. And you can go to each one of those channels and go get something different. Ghetto Superstar Boxing. He's better than you at this. Ghetto only produces a video maybe once every 3 months, and he's 10 times better than you at this. But how? Let me give you some advice. Don't be so condescending and monotone all the time. Like, what the heck, man? Are you even excited to make a video? Like, nobody can see your excitement for the sport, and that's just the way that is. I'm giving you some golden advice. But, in my opinion, I think you're trying to make up for it. See, you're trying to be this idiot in the YTBC because you don't have any substance. You don't have any personality. So you got to come on to everybody else's video, and you do it to the black channels you disagree with. See, there are some white channels who say the same thing, but see, guess what? You don't go to them, and you never disagree with some of the stuff they say. You just maybe sit and watch their videos, but you do it to the black channels. And we know your pattern. We're on to you. What you need to go ahead and do. You need to just go ahead and say, I am racist. And go ahead, and I can, I can live with that, and then I can have a really good understanding of why you say the things you say, because we know you're racist. But that's the subject for another video. Okay? People, keep sitting back. Stay tuned, because I'm telling y'all, Oscar De La Hoya will tell on himself. I promise y'all. It's your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.